Many areas of the car market are growing, but the Volvo V40 has its sights set firmly on one that is, the premium hatchback market. More and more buyers are looking for a car that offers all the desirability and the prestige of an executive car in a smaller and cheaper package. It's been a while since you could call any new Volvo genuinely stylish, but with the V40, the company seems to have rediscovered its mojo. Next to these smart, sweeping lines, other European hatchbacks seem all too derivative. What's perhaps most remarkable is that the V40 owes some of its good looks to its excellent safety features. With most cars, the shape of the bonnet and the front end is dictated by pedestrian safety regulations. But because the V40 is fitted with the world's first pedestrian airbag, it can sidestep those regulations, and as a result, it has the lowest nose in its class. Above all, Volvo hasn't forgotten that it needs to attract a more style-conscious crowd. So the V40 comes in 3 distinct flavours. There's this, the regular hatchback, or you could choose the sporty R-Design model, or there's even the Cross Country, which has a more rugged SUV-style appearance. If there's one word to describe the V40's cabin, it's sumptuous. The quality is absolutely top-notch, and these seats are some of the very best in the business. The design is really distinctive, and there's some genuine innovation. Take this optional instrument binnacle, for example. It features TFT screens rather than traditional gauges, and that means you can customise the displays. However, it's not all good news. There are too many small buttons on this centre console, for example, and that makes them very awkward to use. The V40 isn't a great family car either. This swooping roofline means there's not as much rear headroom as in, say, a Volkswagen Golf, and this centre seat is really narrow. At least the boot is well thought out, and we particularly like the optional folding floor, which can sit in a variety of positions to hold your luggage more securely. You can't talk about a Volvo without mentioning safety, and even for a Volvo, the V40 is exceptional. It was the highest scoring car in Euro NCAP crash tests, and around town you have the reassurance of the city safety system, which will perform an emergency stop if it thinks you're about to crash into the back of the car in front of you. Overall, the V40 is at its best as a cruiser. Some rivals are more exciting or more rewarding to drive, but very few are more comfortable over a long distance. That's why we prefer the dynamic suspension over the sport setup, which gives a much firmer ride. And for the same reason, we'd suggest you avoid the R-Design models. It's the same story with the engines. The less sporty, the better. Our favourite is the smooth and refined D2 diesel, and once it gets into its stride, it keeps up with traffic really easily. Compared to the A3 and the 1 Series, the Volvo V40 is something a little bit different. From the way it looks to the way it drives, it does things very much its own way, and that's why we like it. With the attraction of its style, its safety and its low running costs, it provides a really attractive alternative to its established rivals.